Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brett. Gordon and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The numbers for Jackson in last week's game: 16 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, "Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball."
They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, able to avoid him. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. There's Wilson to throw. And he'll find Hall. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Taken at the goal line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap, the trap of losing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man, complete. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. From the 31, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On a handoff, it's White. White's got a first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. So the completion good for 7 there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Maurice Hurst, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. On first down, it's Hall, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on first down. Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 81 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On the carry, it's Bowden. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the run, this is Jackson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. They run the counter. Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the give, it's White. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. This is Bowden. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nick Bowden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, it's Hall, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run on 1st down. Chambers. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got White here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Chambers, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second and 4. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. They'll run with Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quickly a slant to Renfro. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Maxx Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. And room there to work it inside the 25. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
1st down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the